Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Spellweaver. My name is Boltor, and today I wanted to do I want to tackle two things in my video. The very first one, we have a balance change, so an update to Spellweaver, and I want to cover the cards that were changed and what I think, and yada yada yada. The other thing is I hit 200 subscribers. Yay! I mean, I know it's not a big deal because there are channels out there with 200,000 and like 6 million, but you know, every single one of them celebrated a 200 milestone at some point. So I think the next milestone I'll do is like 500 or something. But as of right now, yay! I'm 200. I got 200 subscribers. It's twice as much as I had a couple months ago. So I'll be doing some kind of event or giveaway or something. I do have some keys, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about handing them out. I might start streaming. I don't know. So this is kind of a channel update, kind of half channel update, half patch review kind of thing. So yeah. Really just yay, 200 subscribers. My original idea for 200 subscribers was I would do like one of those let's plays of like a horror game. I would have the face cam on so you guys could watch Boltor freak out when you know what, cheap jump scares and everything, but I'm not 100% sure I'm going to continue on with that. If you have any ideas for something I could do for 200 subscribers, feel free to put it in the in the comments below. I'm not doing this is my setup thing because my setup changes almost every time I sit down to record, so that really won't give you guys any kind of accurate. I do have an idea for like a new place I can set up, new desk and everything. Oh, excuse me. But so when I do that, I'll show you guys. I'll have pictures or something or whatever. But in the meantime, I'm open to your guys' ideas. I would love to host a tournament, but like an actual in-game tournament, like a Boltor Bowl or something. But that's still kind of further down the line because the developers have things in mind. Anyway, it's what the developers want to do first, and then what Boltor wants to do, which is fine because obviously I don't have control over the game like they do. But I do also want to announce that with the Pioneer tournament coming up, the Pioneer Invitational that's going to have Hearthstone and Magic pros playing Spellweaver, Noxious is going to be hosting it, but Fuzz and I have been told by the developers that we'll be running another stream parallel to Noxious. We're not trying to overrun him. We'll be the official Spellweaver stream. They're gonna set up a Twitch account and whatnot, or maybe it's not Twitch or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So we'll be casting that. Fuzz and I will, just like we did the Aspiria Cups a couple while ago. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about on that topic. Now about version 1.34, there were couple of changes, not as many as we've seen in some previous patches where like the changes have been like 8 pages long. But this one, a couple of really big changes, a couple of really kind of good ones, and we'll get right to them. Okay, so I also like the little like notification thing down here that says things have been changed. They didn't want to make a lot of changes before the Pioneer Invitational, but some of the things that happened, or some of the cards in that have been changed here really needed to be changed. Cards that were changed can be unbinded for full cost into any shrine of any aspect you want, which is new. That's something they've never done. Spellweaver's never done before. So, going first, Elf Commander now has an activated ability to make another elf unblockable instead of affecting all other elves. So if we go into collection, we go down, Elf Commander. Where is he? There he is. So exhaust him so he can't attack, although he will be able to attack if you use his ability, attack, and then use Hermelion's ability. He readies, so he'll he won't be exhausted anymore. You can either activate his ability or attack with him. But instead of giving all elves unblockable, he now gives another elf unblockable. He is unblockable himself, but so he's definitely not anywhere near as powerful / broken, however you wanted to call that, as he was. Next, Elven Sanctuary Native Soil provides +1/+1 instead of +1/+2. Now, originally it was +1 attack +2 health, which gave it a huge ability to trade up. Now it's just +1/+1, which, yeah, is a bit more fair. Could have been, gives him a might counter, but or might emblem. That I think that would have been a little too strong, but this is fine. I mean, Elf Sanctuary wasn't a huge part of Elf's power. Ambushing strike and does kind of a bit more than that. But yeah, this one's fine. Not a huge change, and it's really not going to cripple elves as much as some people might think. Yes, I know I say a lot. I'm trying to work on that. The big one, Dominion. I just did an again. There, I got them all out of my system. I'm Jeff Goldblum. Let's see, where was it? Oh yeah, Powerless Incarnate. Okay. Powerless Incarnate's attack and HP are equal to the number of your mana crystals. That hasn't changed. What has changed is it now costs 2 mana. Powerless Incarnate gets -2 attack, -2 HP, +2 speed. So you can only use that once per turn. And so basically what that means is he'll come down, he'll be slow, and he'll get weaker but faster. So it doesn't really changing a lot because he can still be huge, but he cannot be 4 speed, so he can at least be blocked by more creatures. Probably the only deck that's really changes is Mono Dominion, Coronis Implants, just the aggro type decks. He still can be their finisher, but he's you've got to at least invest a little bit more into him because you've got to compensate for the fact that he loses attack and HP to get faster. So, I mean, you can still buff him up with implants and everything, so it's not a huge change, but he's definitely not... I don't think he's broken anymore. Originally, he was broken. He was just way too powerful. Now he's good, but he's not broken. You know what I mean? Next, we have Wind-Seeking Mutant. Wind-Seeking Mutant, he's now a 2/2 instead of a 2/3. Exact same effect, exact same cost. He's a 2/2 now instead of a 2/3. Kind of a big deal because it means he's easier to kill, he's easier to deal with. He still has an immediate impact on the board. He's still really good, but at least now he's more manageable. And Power Surge. A lot of 3 Dominion cards. No change to Cataclysm though. Cataclysm stays the exact same. And let's see. Helm of Dominion didn't change at all. Power Surge. Gain an empty mana crystal. If you have 7 or more mana crystals, draw a card. And it's 7 now instead of 5. Power Surge is still going to see as much play as it did. It's still good. It's still powerful ramp, and it still has that extra, that late game playability with the card draw. It's, Wild Growth sees a lot of play in Druid and Hearthstone. This is going to see as much play in Dominion control decks. Aggro decks are still going to go lean more towards Word of Power. And I think the last card was a Lamp of Zephyr, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Lamp of Zephyr is still a 4/3, but it's speed 2 instead of speed 3, which is a big deal. Means it can be blocked. It means it's not kind of an automatic win condition anymore. It gets blocked by soldiers, it gets blocked by golems, it gets blocked by a lot more stuff that doesn't have elf in the name. So Vamp Lamp takes a hit. Vamp Lamp isn't an immediate win condition as it was. But, Lamp is still good. It still dodges a lot of removal because it can, it's an artifact on your opponent's turn. So, still very good card, not broken anymore. That's pretty much the point of this patch. They want to keep cards that are really good, but they didn't want to keep them broken. The other two, Metabolic Overcharger is now an uncommon. It was a common, I think. It doesn't really matter. And Bloodborne Prince is now a common. I think Metabolic Overcharger was a common. Bloodborne Prince was an uncommon. I think they just switched the rarities. Not a huge deal. It might affect trials, and it might affect just people building collections. But Bloodborne Prince is a good enough card to be a common, and Metabolic Overcharger is really good. And I believe you get a couple of them from the Dominion starter deck anyway, so it's not a huge deal as far as building a collection. Bug fixes and tweaks don't really need to talk about. So yeah, yay, 200 subscribers. I'm at like 220 now or something. I haven't checked in the past couple days, but I keep getting emails saying so-and-so is subscribed. So thank you so much to my many subscribers. I hope to keep growing the channel. I make this channel for free for the Spellweaver community so that they have, you know, a channel to go to for content and everything. I will get back into deck discussions. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my deck discussion from the latest Asperia Cup. And then the next, I think, week or two, I don't know, I have a schedule written down somewhere. I'm going to try and stick to the schedule as best I can. But the next week or two, I have Asperia. I'm going to do deck discussions, which is just me saying, this is the deck, this is why these cards are in here, this is what works, this is how you play against this matchup. It's not going to contain any gameplay, because a lot of people have been saying, we just want you to talk about the decks. We want to see a deck, and we want you to explain it to us. Not really as much about gameplay, which I'm fine with. I want to do what you guys want me to do, and I've heard a lot more people saying we want deck discussions than we want gameplay, and the gameplay is coming. I will be doing gameplay videos, but right now I really want to talk about a number of decks from the Asperia Cup top 8 that really jumped out at me, especially one. There's a Grand Reunion deck in there that I really want to talk about, so I may even play it for a video, just because I don't think I've ever played a Grand Reunion deck on video. So we'll see about that. Again, thank you so much to everyone who supports my channel, everyone who watches, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, the whole nine. Like I said, I make this channel for free. I don't make any money off of it. So I do this basically just because I love the game. I may make money off of it someday, but not in the near future. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, the whole nine, as I said before. Keep growing the game, and as always, may the cards rise to meet you and bring good RNG to your enemies' enemies.